does is very simple. If you use green energy to build, you qualify for carbon credit. The essence of carbon credit is to reduce the burden of the price of the houses on the people that will buy eventually. Because once it's done, a consultant comes in, do the evaluation, and submit it for processing. And at the end of the day, once the carbon credit certificate is out, you have people around in the market that are ready to discount it, give you cash, where they wait to collect their own money later on when it is finally due on annual basis. So it's one of the things probably that will happen. And whether people like it or not, you have to comply. But thank God for green energy. So well done for taking the initiative. Please, let's clap for them. Mr. Kola Balogun have delved into the option of mortgage financing. Mr. Ayo has gone into other options. He's spoken about returns and what have you. So on top of my head, I've been thinking that which angle will I come from so that I don't confuse us at the end of the day. But the first thing I'm going to do, basically, is to let us know from where Mrs. Okonkwo stopped. She ended her presentation with integrity. What do I call it? Integrity. A director of a bank during the days of Faith Bank said to me when they were taken to EFCC and he came out, he said he's been a director of the bank for 30 years. That the only thing that will speak for you when everything is down is integrity. The director of the bank for 30 years. When everything has failed, he told me, he said, Benga, if you lose everything, make sure you don't lose your integrity. That you open door for you anywhere you go. So for those of us that are realtors here, don't be in a hurry to make money. I've learned in life that I must offer services free first before people will make payment for it. Everybody wants to make payment. You want to ride a car. You want to buy a house in Lekki. You might end up at Kirikiri at the end of the day. Because what they call it, you may not be the one that stole the money. They call it in law conspiracy. Abi, what they call it? Conspiracy. That will conspire with the other person. And there's a penalty and jail time for conspiracy. So please don't do that. So, like I said, I'll run us through how we started in the mortgage banking, how we get to where we are. How many of you are mortgage brokers here? Nobody. Then I don't have anything to say. Eh?
They are aspiring. They are aspiring mortgage brokers.
Okay. Next slide. Okay, wait, go back. So this is where I've worked. This is where I started my career. Work Bank, the first estate that was built in Oniru, Atlantic Beach Estate. By 112, I was part of the credit team that did the transaction. After that, I went to corporate bank and Stanbic. After that, I went to Documental Homes that became Trust Bank. I spent 13 years. Okay. Yeah, I was a GM. Yeah, I was an MD. So when I recruit people and they are doing the work anyhow, I just tell them. I didn't jump from heaven to become MD. I grew. Yeah, it's funny, but I'm going somewhere. Yeah, Before I came here, I was somewhere here as a company accountant with Cool FM Radio. And when everything in my office imported, except barrel. When I got here, the first 1 month after induction, everything, when I got here, and I wrote the first letter, and I was fortunate that I was reporting to a senior manager that has been PA to MD of banks. So you know the type of expectation. And I took the letter, the child accountant said, this is the letter. I look at the letter, and he look at me. He squeezed the letter, and he threw it at me. Some of us today, when we get home, we say we have mental stress, and we need therapy. There was no therapy at all. No speech, nothing. I picked the letter. You know why I had to pick the letter? Because at my interview, the senior manager warned me at the door. When I was coming in, he said, you are an accountant. I want to do core banking. Why not go to operation? I said no. Internal control. I said no. I said, Zenith has offered me those positions. I said no. It's banking. I want to learn. He said, banking is different from accounting. I said, yes, I want to learn banking. So when he threw the letter, I remember my commitment that he told me there are two different things. So after looking at the letter, I went back to a colleague that were working together that has been working with him. I said, this is my experience. He said, well, that might is like that. You have to go and sit down and rewrite it. He gave me some therapy immediately. Unfortunately, the man was an architect in construction department, so he could not help me. He only gave me therapy that, don't worry, all will be well. We are going somewhere. Okay, we've not been laughing since. So I picked the letter and I went and I sat somewhere. So that was my first time. This is Okonkwo we know. My former office, everything glass, AC, everything ported. But when I resumed, the HR manager said, Mr. Alamu, we've been to your office. But sorry, this is banking. He now gave me one small cubicle. 3 of us are sitting there. They call it workstation. They say, go to the city. I said, there's no problem. It's me. I said, I want to come and learn banking. I will sit. So I went to my cubicle and I sat down. I said, my mother, my God, I must not fail. So I sat down and I took time, wrote the letter. I don't know where the inspiration came from. And when I took the letter back to him, he looked at the letter. He looked at me. I was afraid again. And he said, where did you put your head before? And he just looked at the letter, just amended the last paragraph. So I go and paralyze. I was so happy. The one he amended, I didn't tear it. I left it. That if you got to laminate, I will show it to people. So he signed the letter. I was very happy. The following day, he called me again. He said, that letter we did yesterday, we are doing it to another customer. I said, no problem. So with confidence, I collected the address. I just went there, changed the address, and I printed it. And I took it to him. He looked at it. He said, this is good. He said, where's the letter we did yesterday? Can I get a copy? I went, I brought a copy. He put it on the table. He gave me the two. He said, can you spot the difference between these two letters? I said, sir, he said, spot the difference between these two letters. I said, the address. So he looked at my eyes. Can't you go and think? Please take this time, go away. So I sat down again. I went to gather my cubicle again. I wrote that letter in